Here's another problem area that I would like to take a look at today. Wherever a roof overhang intersects or butts up against a wall, something like this, it's a common problem. You got a lot of water coming off of the roof. You know, the water's going to be coming off of the edge here. Sometimes it will actually, you'll get more water coming off of the corner. And that would all depend upon which way the wind was blowing, how much rain, stuff like that. You're not going to see it if the rain's blowing in this direction. Obviously, it's not going to be coming off of this corner. But it isn't going to be a bad idea to protect it. And this is an excellent way with some type of a rubberized product. I don't know if there's a brand name for this. We used to use bithurethane. That was the product we used, but I've seen all different kinds of products now sold for windows, and they're sold under some type of a window sealant type of material. So here you can see that they got the sheet metal on. Before they installed the roof, they would have put this on, and then they could have nailed their rafters or the roof trusses into it. But even if they didn't, you want to make sure this is securely fastened and lapping properly. So this area right here, you're going to get a lot of water off. You can see right here where the water could actually go in here. Let's just say this is sticking off an inch. There's a good chance it's not going to leak here. But if you do have water getting underneath this, working its way over to here, underneath this piece of metal, you can have the water would actually start to accumulate in these areas. And with this here, this isn't going to happen. Now, we used to use regular building paper, and if you are going to use regular building paper, maybe put 4 sheets of it, something to where it's more, you're going to give yourself a little more protection. 1 sheet of building paper doesn't seem to be enough. It can get ripped or torn, and I see that a lot on projects. The framers come in with good intentions, and they put the building paper underneath it. The wind starts blowing, rips the building paper, and you now have no protection here. So something a little thicker like this would be what I would recommend. Now here it is on another section. We have the roof intersecting into or butting into the wall here. And this goes all the way over. Now, don't forget the lathing paper. When the lather is installing the paper, it will go underneath this section. Now, it's not uncommon to actually see a small area, which we will see exposed after it's done. That's because someone went ahead and they put some paper underneath it and then put some paper over it. So as long as we have some building paper underneath it, then as long as the water can run off of this area onto the next piece of paper and down, we're going to be good. So this gives you a nice close-up look of what it should look like. Does it need to go above the Z-bar here or the type of metal they're using? I don't think so. Something like this looks great. Now here it is after it's done. And you can just barely see the rubberized product here. And you can see the building paper is underneath it, obviously. And like I said, one of these pieces of paper is going and stopping probably like this somehow. So this ought to give you a good idea of what it would look like after it's lathed. Here's the other corner. And I don't have any close-up pictures of it. But again, this is an excellent way to protect these areas. I have had to come in and make the repairs before. Someone has, some water damage, and you're like, oh my gosh, all this needed was a small piece of building paper or something to protect it, and they would have never had to do it. So again, this is another one of those problems that you might not think about while you're building a home, or you're in a hurry, you're building the house, you're not going to do something like this, and that is a definite no-no. So those of you who have this information, lock it into your brain and do it whenever you can. So that's it for this video. Off to the next one. Don't forget to visit our website, homebuildingandrepairs.com, for more home tips and construction ideas.